Hello, morning, Dumilang, hoe gaan dit? It's the Omni Wellness Media ChadYogi Podcast. I'm ChadYogi, by the way. And today we are doing episode number 2, and I'm with a very, very good friend, colleague, stakeholder, entrepreneur, inspirational woman, Cheryl-Lynn from Mzanzi Business Services. Cheryl-Lynn, how are you doing?
I'm well, thank you. Thanks for having me.
I'm super excited. It's episode number 2, and you're actually supposed to be episode number 1. But, you know, you can't always be first in life.
It is what it is. Doesn't still make you the best, eh? So you leave the best for last.
Leave the best for last. Cool. So, it's, with the Omni Wellness Media Podcast, we're all about wellness. We're all about talking about inspirational stories and getting people on who are really making a difference in this world. And that's why you're on, Cheryl. Tell us a little bit about yourself, maybe, so the audience can get to know who's Cheryl in a nutshell.
Well, you said it so eloquently. You can add to that. But I am a rich auntie of note. I love my family. I'm an entrepreneur that operates by faith and passion. That's what drives everything that I do. Purpose, the best-selling book in the world speaks all about God having a purpose and a plan for your life. And that's what I believe and drive for until the sunset of my life.
Nice. What's the book name?
Jeremiah. So the verse is Jeremiah 29, verse 11.
Okay, and what's the verse? What's the verse?
It says, I know the thoughts and the plans that I have towards you, says the Lord, to give you a hope and a future. You will seek me and you will find me and you will pray to me and I will listen. So that's Jeremiah 29, verse 11, 12, and 13. And I'll be naming my twin girl after that prophet. So her name will be Maya.
So you're talking it into existence. It's all sorted.
This is the year of manifestation.
And you said twin girl, what does that mean?
It means that the boy is going to be there as well.
Oh, goodness gracious, Cheryl. I like it.
Peach and pear.
Peach and pear.
But first we need to make the
moolah, make it rain. So we are actually at the Mzanzi Business Service offices. And I came in here, it was such a warm feeling coming in here, seeing all your staff, greeted them. I know them pretty well because we did a workshop together. And I like the energy here. I like what you created. Do you want to tell us a little bit about Mzanzi?
Yeah, I started with a Gumtree ad and a laptop in 2011 part-time and then decided to venture full-time in 2017. I have a staff of about 16, a team of 16, so it's a lot of fun to be had with so many people that you have to manage. And Mzansi Business Services is all about servicing non-profit organizations, servicing small businesses and giving them the access to professional services in terms of accounting, tax and compliance. We've just added IT services to that and digital marketing. I just came from a new client of mine. She's a hair salon, so I'm helping her with the accreditation as an actual training center. She wants her Google business page bumped up a little, so we're doing that, and a website as well. So I'm a one-stop shop essentially for businesses. You don't always want to go, it's like a lady, I don't want to go to a salon where I have to do my hair there, then I have to go to another place where I have to do my nails, and I have to go to another place to do my pedicures. You want it as convenient as possible, and that's what I try and do for my clients. I like them. Hopefully, they like me.
I'm kind of one of your clients, and I like you very much, Cheryl. Just putting that on record.
Thank you for
Bam.
that. Pay you later.
And then you also do other things besides your core services, if I may call it the core services. You do you in education. Do you want to give us the other 2 branches of your business?
Yes, so just to talk about the inspiration of it. So I was born and bred on the Cape Flats. Started out in the hills, in Lavender Hill and Mitchell's Plain, to Retreat, to now living in the burbs. But I have lost four of my family members to gangsterism. The last one recently got shot. They tried to shoot at him. It was just about 38 times. A few of those bullets obviously hit him, and he's now paralyzed in a wheelchair. And for me, if I look at that, the response from government side has been violence to that. My response is education. And I believe it's not about teenage pregnancy, it's not about poverty, it's not about gangsterism. Those are not the issues that we have. The core issue for me is education. If I know better, I can do better. And that's where Mzansi Empowerment Academy was birthed. I started with 9 students in the United States of Alces River at one of my clients. I designed and did a full 10-week course with those students, and then from there another client of mine approached me to go to Para Library, and it's just exploded from there. So for the different workshops on compliance and payroll, you're going to be doing one on strategic business planning and QuickBooks Online and that type of thing, all related to business administration and finance. It's just exploded to almost 600 students that I've trained in 1 year. And I'm now wanting to take it to 1,000 and then 5,000. You like to make the circle bigger so that you can keep motivating yourself to get to bigger targets that you can't do. I can't do it on my own, and I would be nothing without God. So whatever.
And your partners?
Yes, and everyone else He places around me as support to be able to do that, including moi.
Yes. Do you want to talk about the power of strategic partnerships? And then if you'd like to, I don't want to make this about me, but if you'd like to, you can maybe use our relationship as an example. But just the power of collaborative partnerships.
Yes, I think that's very important. And I can even use the new client that I came from, where I'm doing services for her, but I had a personal goal of getting my sister involved in a side hustle. So she's going to be doing her nail course through my client, and I'm going to be doing some services in exchange for that.
How old is she?
She's 15. She's
very young, a lot lamaki.
Yes, kinda. Yeah, definitely. So in terms of our partnership, it's been amazing. I think the important thing about, and I think you can take this as a personal and a business tip, is that you want to have someone that you can trust and someone that you like, because you don't do business company to company. You do business person to person. So people come to me because that's why I said with our signage, we must have my face there if you can, because hopefully it's a face that invites you. So you're looking for Cheryl, you're not looking just for Mzansi Business Services, because you connect that way. And that's the way we connected, even though we're totally different people, but because of core values, it connects us. And I think that's important when you start off any type of partnership, because if you don't have it at the beginning, then the nails on the wall break down later on. The pawpaw hits the fan, as they say, later on. Once you're over the honeymoon stage, and just there must be a mutual benefit to every relationship that you have. And if the cost of being in that relationship exceeds the benefit or project, it's time to say either we're gonna fix it or we're gonna chila, we're gonna get out of here. So with us, it's worked very well with the social media. Helping you grow my TikTok with the photo shoots and the stuff,
and now with the podcast
and the media.
Because I was thinking, because in all honesty now, I told Abby, I've reached out to Cheryl quite a few times, and I was like, Cheryl, it kind of feels like the scale is more like towards doing work for me, and I need to bring the scale back to doing work for you. And then whenever we have a meeting, I always say, Cheryl, please just let me know what you need. Because also in a relationship, it's not necessarily always 50-50 in the start. To start off, you have your agreement and you because in the start you want to show value. But then as the relationship goes on, you are maturing and doing different things at different times.
Yeah. And that's what it's going to be like for you if you take an entrepreneurial journey. It's not going to be all, there's this song, I beg your sunshine, we need a little roses sometime, along with dun, but we gotta have a little rain sometimes.
Goodness gracious, the voice here, pop idols, testing, 1, 2.
It's my aunt's favorite song.
Okay.
So I remember that. So that's exactly what it says. You can have the roses in the sunshine, but there's gonna be some rain. So we go through seasons, and that's how it is in the relationship. So don't worry, your credit is built up. I've got the black book. Definitely with launching our websites and all my courses, website with Mzansi Empowerment Academy and the Digital Accountant Academy. Don't worry, I got it.
Got it all there.
You owe me.
Yes.
But not only that, for me, I work on the principle. So because I'm a giver, and you've gotten a bit anal sometimes, and I know you've been through this experience because you were a giver like me. is that you give and then people throw it in your face, or they pretend like you didn't help them at all, or that kind of thing. So I work on a principle in my life where what I make happen for others, God will make happen for me. So I put the debt back onto God and my faith rather than onto that person.
Amazing.
Yes. So whatever I've done for you, God has done amazing things in everywhere else. So, and you just, your spirit and being around you, you always have this amazing energy. And I know it's not always easy to have that, but you've been consistent in that. And even that blesses me. It inspires me. We've had times where like, I can't do this anymore. Almost to the point of tears, but we lift each other's spirits. That's why I'm saying you need to work with someone you like and not like,
Those song comes to mind.
I'm gonna come meet with this guy now. Oh, please sing if you are.
The song that
You're only allowed to sing it. You're not allowed to describe it.
The song that this story reminds me is "Love lift us up where we belong, where the eagles fly."
Yes. Is that it?
That's the jam. That's
Okay,
the jam.
they're gonna have to wait for the CD to be released.
Cheryl, who inspires you? Like, are there any people out there that you watch, that you listen to when you're on social media? Like, what is your main source of inspiration? Because we can talk about business and we can talk about the technicalities and this, but sometimes the inspiration is what is needed to get things started. So what inspires you?
Besides the what is that, let's start with the who.
What's who?
There's
Where?
a photo right on my desk of my late mother.
Can I show?
Yes.
You want to show the audience? You can just show the camera.
Yes, I'm a little twinsy of her. If you look at mine.
Twinsy.
Yeah, in spirit and physically. So she's just inspired me to push and pursue my passions. I've never had parents that told me you need to do this to that career. I picked up the A to Z of careers book. I looked inside, I flipped inside. This was in grade 9 at the library. You know, I don't know if that book is still there. Or when last someone has entered the library, but it's a good thing to do, guys. So that book is, gives you the personalities and it gives you the qualifications required for that specific career. And that's when I decided to become a bean counter and accountant. And so my mom just inspired me to be strong. I think the one blessing that you can give to your child if you are a parent is to build their mind and make it very strong and their spirit strong. And the reason why I say that is because life can knock you in so many different ways. I can tell you stories now that will make you laugh. But at the time, hey, that was tears and everything else that went with it at the time. The experiences, but what got me through it is the fact that I was mentally strong. So the things that other people would have ended up in a nervous breakdown or ended up in a mental hospital for, I could survive. That trauma I could survive because of my mom, because of my dad's support. And then when I look around me, it's just people inspire me. A lot of people are going, and as an accountant, it's one of those skills where you can go overseas and you can go anywhere in the world, and there's dollar signs and the euros and Dubai. It sounds so romantic to go to all these places. And people are talking about other issues, and those are sensitive issues like the Palestine-Israel issues. But for me, I believe, let's look at our own Palestine. Always start at home first.
I said the same thing yesterday.
Yes. You see, now that's how we work, you know? So,
and we are doing that in our team.
Exactly.
I mean, the person shooting this video, her name is Abby. Yeah, she comes with us and we go to
She's a very cute redhead.
And she comes and does the work. And when she does the work, it's not about, that that's Muslim people there or that she's Jewish. It's just doing the work, loving, learning, coming together. And I mean, we are like, I don't want to blow our own horn, but we love each other here. And we in this to inspire, and we in this to break down the boundaries. And yeah, we can clearly see it in your work as well.
Yeah, faith, love, hope. If that is there, you've got a reason to live.
There's an Art Matthews song, by the way. I mean, back to music.
Ooh,
Art Matthews?
Yes.
By the way, Art, please.
I don't know Art Matthews. I need to. What does he sound like?
Art Matthews, he belonged to a band called Just Ginger. And they were a very successful South African band. He actually lives in Hout Bay. And I went to a festival in Muizenberg and they played one of his songs. And the song is Peace, Love, More tolerance, and it's just the most beautiful, beautiful song. He even does like a quote of Bob Marley in that song as well. And Ard Matthews, live on this podcast, please come and sing for us at the Valley of Plenty. The children would love to hear you. Please, Ard. Cheryl.
So that's what inspires me. People inspire me, and just to be able to serve, of all the purposes that you have in the world, and you come into the world, you pop out whichever way, or people believe we came here. We here, so it's like, so what? What's next? So for me, it's through serving. I get fulfillment through serving, and if I can teach you something that you can use to be able to lift your standard of living, be able to secure a job, be able to increase in confidence because I know more. I didn't have matric, but I could have I finished a whole bookkeeping course as an example. That type of thing, it hits my sweet spot. So people inspire me. People inspire me to see them, that they grow, that they just have that metamorphosis that they go through. Just to evolve from the caterpillar to the butterfly, and just to see them soaring and become. I'm teaching people to work my way out of a job. You need to be better than me. You need to be better and better than me.
Parents, we have a high unemployment rate in South Africa. Parents are having to both work these days. Before it was just the father goes to work, the mother looks after the household. And I think a lot of parents, they are very stressed out, and they don't really, they don't have that support mechanism or that experience to influence their children. What message can you give to parents in particular? Just something positive in assisting their kids in making the right decision, especially with regards to career.
So I was a bad girl in a negative way. They use it now, sort of interchangeably for good and bad. Girl, you're bad. It means you're good. Girl, you're bad. Then something's not going on there.
So you were a good bad girl.
I switched. Yes, in a good way. Now, but in primary school, I was a bit of a problem child, and then I used to talk a lot in class, and then they used to send me out. And this was winter time, and then the teacher called me back, and the teacher's like, "Did you get cold outside?" And I'm like, "No." She sent me back out. I don't know why I said that. I should have said I was getting cold. And then she sent me back out. My mom used to get complaints of me all the time. And the verses that I shared with you earlier is when I just made a decision. I was awakened to a sense of purpose, passion, and vision. And if you can feed your child with that will drive your child. It's like a car, as beautiful and as immaculate as that car might be, if you don't put fuel in that car, it's going to go absolutely nowhere. But besides putting the fuel in the car, that car has got to have a destination. So you got to inspire your children to set goals for themselves, for them to feel that they have a sense of purpose in the world, and that there's something that you can feed their passion in. Like my brother, we got him into soccer. That's what he loves. But then we had to put in a structure when it comes to his academics because he struggles, and my dad is not a natural teacher. So now we're using online tools. The one free online tool, I don't know what your thing is on branding, but MTN Online School is absolutely free. It's got a mixture of PDF documents and notes and exercises, and it has videos as well per grade, any grade from primary school right up to high school. Amazing. So it's looking for online resources as well, but it comes back to that, let them set goals, and don't set goals for them. Let it be a collaboration. You can guide them in a way, how do you do that, so that they can work towards that. Say for example, they're getting 50%. And you say, don't you want to push a bit higher? Then you agree on what that percentage is for maybe a subject they're doing weekend, maybe a 60% or something. Or if they're doing sports, maybe they want to now go to another league or get their colors or whatever else. But when I found that sense of purpose in grade 7, it improved my marks. I was in the top 10 from grade 7 all the way through to grade 12. The one thing that was a challenge for me, but where I got my highest marks, was in matric. So I had a grandfather, we had a step grandmother, That's the first time I've ever said that. My mom's mother passed away when she was 12 years old, and so they had a stepmom. And then when her last child went to college and finished college, she divorced my grandfather. And so he came to come and chill with us in my little room in Lakeview at the time. So it was very small houses there. And then my uncle got falsely accused by his stepdaughter of rape. And just based on her accusation, no other evidence, they put him in prison. And then she came back later to say it wasn't him, it was someone else. But now he's doing jail time, and then he came out on parole. And then he also stayed chilled in my room. I had a triple bunk, so 2 males and me. And then I had a Shabina around the corner. So I studied with Mariah Carey and Whitney Houston, because those are most of the remixes that you got. Eh?
Which one? Which was the number at the time? Because it was actually emotionally.
I think the one song that I always use for karaoke is Greatest Love of All.
Oh, could we sing it together as well?
Yes, because I heard it all the time, the remix version of that.
Did that song inspire you at that time? Because listening to Greatest Love of All, I believe the children are our future, teach them well, let them lead the way.
Yes.
So I'm sure in the music as well, you listened to it and felt it, and that message also pulled you through.
Yes, exactly. But it was just for me, even being in that situation, it inspired me that, hey, I never want to be in this kind of situation. So sometimes your circumstances will either inspire you or it will discourage you into a point of despair. So you make that decision in what you want that environment to be. So a learning and growing environment is important, but you always don't get that. I didn't get that, but I got my highest marks in matric because that situation inspired me. I got a distinction in matric because I drove myself and I studied. So I had to wait 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock was the time I had to study, because I had to wait for them to stop farting and sleeping and the snoring as well. You know, when you get into the deep sleep and the snoring stops. So I had to wait and I had to use that, and I had to go to libraries to go study, because I couldn't always, because I was 30 seconds away from a taxi rank. So it's about really pushing, encouraging and inspiring them. You might not always as a parent be smart enough to be able to help with this and that. Honestly, I can tell you I've even forgotten some of the math stuff that they are doing. But try and access the resources, especially online, that you can. But your responsibility is to create the right environment for your child and to inspire them. And for me, love conquers all. So continually show them love, because those that grow up with a lack of it, there's implications. Females can throw themselves into men as a form of validation because their dad didn't give it to them. You know what I mean? A boy that grew up maybe without a father figure, or the father figure was there or was abusive in some way, they then will join up with gangsterism to have some form of family or brotherhood, you know, that kind of thing. So that's what makes gangsterism sexy, if I could say, in that way. So those are the kind of things I think is important, and above all else, love. Love conquers all.
Cheryl, you're in that vibration now of love. I wanted to know if you can please do me a favor. So with the ChadYogi Podcast, we also have the camera that you are looking through, that lens that you're looking through, and we have another camera on your right. It's a GoPro, and it's zoomed in on Cheryl. And what it's doing, we want to create clips, because we realize that the longer format of the content is not necessarily sexy all the time. So I wanted to ask Cheryl if you could please look into the GoPro and give us an inspirational message to the youth of South Africa. Maybe like you speaking to them.
So the saying that I had, and the saying that inspired me, even when I applied to university with no money, is that resources in terms of physical resources, poverty in terms of resources that you have, does not mean that you have poverty for what is within. What is in here in terms of passion, and what is within here. You are beautiful, you are smart, you are important. You have a purpose and a plan, but you need to get moving. They say that a miracle is a response to God's response to a move that you make. So take the opportunities that are out there, look at what is it that you are passionate about, and pursue it unapologetically. I had an aunt that said to me, Cheryl-Lynn, at what point are you going to get a real job? And I said, I do have a real job. I just created it for myself as an entrepreneur. So push. You're going to have difficult times, but you know what? You are better and stronger than that.
Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, I'm so emotional. You know why? Because there's a part of your brain that does not recognize time, nor does it recognize person. So when you spoke to those kids, you're also speaking to me. You're speaking to yourself. You're speaking to Abby. You're speaking to your inner child. And I think also, you know, why we started Omni Wellness Media, and even with our relationship and with what we're doing in the non-profit space, we also bringing spirituality and real emotion and human experiences into this beautiful business landscape. Consciousizing business.
And if you think about it, the way you came into the world, you came through relationship with your mom for 9 months. Some maybe shorter, you popped out earlier, but still that relationship was established because we were created like that by design. So we cannot operate without relationships. There's no ways, according to any scientific research, according to any form of religion, you can't operate without any relationship with another human being.
Sure.
That's our means of survival. That's the way the spirit of Ubuntu thrives, is in that, and that's how we thrive as a nation. Because we love each other, whether we're blue, pink, purple, weird, not weird, what we would consider normal, not normal. We gel together. Look how rugby and all those other sports and other forms of whatever celebration has brought us together as a nation. The rainbow nation, they say. But it's because of relationships. We survive and thrive off that. And the right kind of relationships then becomes important, because when you feel separation from someone, it's because then you feel aina. It doesn't matter if the person was there for a short period of time, for a long period of time, you feel that aina, because we were designed for relationships.
Your Cheryl, and now the song came to my Wisma starting here.
Yes,
Like,
the
going down memory line. By design, our love was meant to be destiny. Everyone at home, on Thursday night, there's a place in Muizenberg called Hudson's, right? And myself and Cheryl, we are both from Muizenberg. We actually live a road away from each other. So guys, leave a comment in the comment section below and join us for karaoke. Maybe we'll ask Abby, our videographer and our content partner, the soul behind the content, to maybe come shoot a couple of clips. And what we want to do as a community, we want to have fun. We want to make things inclusive. We want to break down the structures of what the podcast is or what the relationship is, and create something of our own. What do you think? That's what we're doing, right?
Yes, please come and make the circle bigger. And he is amazing. I don't even know why he's not working on a CD or something, but when he starts singing, I will duet with him for like a minute, and then I'm like, Cheryl-Lynn, the score right now is 10-1.
The high notes. So everyone, I'd just like to ask you as well, everyone at home watching this, please, a way that we can support each other is by actually taking the time and supporting each other. And how do we support each other? Cheryl-Lynn, she has a Facebook page, she has a TikTok account, she has a website, Google. You can leave a review, you can leave a comment, you can share her content. You can come consult, message her and say, hey, Cheryl, I watched the podcast and I was inspired and I'd like to chat to you. I'd like you to offer one of your services to me. But you know, the world has become a very small space through social media. We can connect very, very easily. So if you feel inspired by this podcast, then please do us the favor of reaching out to us, like our content, share our content, like this channel. Doen iets man, asseblief.
Yeah, get up and go.
What's that power? What do you see as, you know, that the world has become smaller, that we are so connected? How do we use that as a community here to benefit each other?
That's just the thing. Drop the message, whether that person is busy or not. Just do it. You know, that's why I think I like my favorite brand is Nike.
Me too.
Just because of that slogan, just do it.
Just do it.
Just get started, because people come to me for company registrations and non-profit organization registrations, and I say, but what have you done? Go out there, do something. I joined and went to the gym in December, in the time, you know, when you're eating yourself dick. I went to the gym and I started gym. I said, I'm not going to wait for January to come. I'm going to the gym now. So it's just getting started. Get off your butt and get started.
The most difficult thing to do is to start. That's what my accounting teacher, not accounting, my biology teacher told me at Musenberg High School. Shout out to Miss Carrington. If you know Miss Carrington, please tag her in the comment section.
You taught both of us because
You know
both
her?
high school. We both high school, Musenberg High School graduates.
Yeah, Miss Carrington. See, look at that. Miss Carrington, we love you. Yeah, Miss Carrington told us a story once. Like the most funny story in the world. Someone came to come and ask her for food, and then she said, "Okay, cool." So she gave the person, you know, the bread when it's just baked and then it's nice and soft, and she cut a piece and she left it for the person, and then the person's mom put it in a letterbox. Didn't want it, it was just bread. Why are you giving me bread? They miscarried it. Apparently, I don't know if I'm getting the story right. It's been more than 15 years, but then she went to go drive after him, and you know her face when she's not happy.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Musenberg High. We both at Musenberg High.
Yes.
And we now stay in Musenberg, one road away from each other. How cool is that? How cool is that? Yeah. Cheryl-Lynn, so what do you do for like fun? You like recently, not recently, but like you're on a health buzz. You just mentioned that now. So tell us about this health buzz and tell us the importance of this body and fitness and how it has assisted you and shaped you on your journey.
Hi Shame, and I know you've tried with me, eh? And then you've been so patient with me.
It's my role.
Because my love for sweets goes beyond a lot of things. I think it's because of chocolate that we've actually kept world peace. And whoever discovered chocolate, they should have gotten a Nobel Peace Prize at the time. Because chocolate makes a world of a difference in your life. When you're going through that time of the month as a lady, chocolate is one of the most beautiful things just to help you to send to yourself. Anyway, let's get away from that to the fact that I think we started with the boot camp, and that started off well, but it was bumpy and whatever else. But that was good to get out onto the beach, to be able to exercise, to do something,
just do it.
you know. And then I thought, hey, you're saying, hey, Sheil, I will come train with you once or twice in the week at the gym. And I thought, I told you, you make me scared just from what we've done on the beach. So I thought to myself, okay, let me join the gym, and then we can see from there, maybe. And then I think one of the best tips you have given me is during the day, so you don't feel that you know, you sometimes get take cravings. My brother says he's hungry, and then he says he's hungry all the time. And besides being a growing boy, what I realize is that he doesn't know the difference between being hungry, as in I need to feed my body and I need to have a meal, and when I have lust for something. He doesn't know what a craving is compared to. So it's a craving sometimes that gets us into trouble. So when you said to me, hey, Sheil, just go buy yourself like a bulk of dried fruit and nuts and whatever else, and have that during the day, and then you still have your queen's meal at night. And that's worked for me like a bomb. Yeah, it's worked for me like a bomb. And just doing that, getting the meal replacement shake, having fruit, and then being committed to. So with my injury, I had hurt my tailbone, and I only recently went to go have an actual shot for it after a couple of weeks of pain. And I bought a cushion that I can sit on, so I can actually go back to gym, because a lot of the things you need to do, you need to sit for. So I've just decided I'm going to go back with the injury to gym, and I think that's just having a commitment to yourself and the goals that you want with. It's a picture, like I said, whenever I cringe sometimes, not because, and this is not an offense to people that are big now, but when I see some people that some women struggle to even walk, I feel sorry for that person, man. And then I look at myself and I'm like, Lord, please let me not get to that point. Help me to stay inspired and have people like yourself that I'm surrounded with, so that I can take care, because I need to take care of this temple. It's a temple that I need to take care of. And if I'm not taking care of this temple, then you know the song Beyonce?
Tell me.
No, sing it.
Which Beyonce song?
If I lose myself, I lose it all.
Hey, look at what.
So exactly that. If you're not taking care of yourself, if you're a mother that's busy, if you're an executive entrepreneur that's busy, whatever you find yourself doing, serving, giving so much to others, don't forget that you cannot pour from an empty cup. So fill that cup, and you need to continuously fill that cup in order to be able to pour
Yes.
out of yourself.
And when I spoke to you, Cheryl, in all honesty, I obviously set the bar high because that is in a sense like that's my practice and it's easy for me. And I had to be very conscious about telling you or giving you advice because I also didn't want to make you feel like I'm telling you that you need to do something. Or I didn't want to make you feel conscious. But I also said, no man, it's just my responsibility. If I am your friend and I care about you, then I need to say something, I have to do something, I need to make it appealing.
Chad, I scold my friends. If my hair is standing or my lipstick is dry or something and you don't tell me, oh, I've got the letters here in my teeth,
Yes.
and I've spoken to you for the past hour and you didn't tell me anything, then you're not my friend. Then our contract is expired.
Yeah.
Because those are the things you need to sometimes have those difficult conversations, all those nudges to say,
Yes.
you know what, Roland will go a long way.
Yeah.
And you say like, but you think someone will take offense to something, it's how you say it to that person,
Yes.
but you are helping that person. So if you're my friend, you better tell me.
Yes.
Because you're helping me. I'm in front of the camera all the time. If I'm going to talk about health, then I can't be looking like a blow-up doll if I'm not doing what I need to do.
And why I also felt that you were the right person to give my energy, because it's also my energy, because I risk you not liking me, or I risk offending you. So it's not easy to also want to help someone. You actually hope that they are receptive to what you are saying, and you have to trust that they are at the end of the day. And also be careful in how you say it. As you said, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. But why I felt like this is good, because I cannot speak to most people in a sense who are going through health issues. Because in a sense, I look like this ripped, or I'm assuming I'm ripped, but I'm like, people can say, nah, he's a fit, people say he's a fit guy, so how can he tell me he's so extreme? But say, for example, with you, Cheryl, so many people can, in a sense, relate.
Yes.
Because you also just started, or you on your journey. People can say, oh, she looks like me, or that's where I can be if I lose a couple of dress sizes. So you are in the moment much more relatable, and for me that is the goal.
Yes, and the thing is, it's also just to be confident in who you are. So I can tell you one sensitive area of my body that it's almost an inheritance, but I'm like, Cheryl-Lynn, you ate to that point, is my arms. But I still wear my dresses, whether you can see the stretch marks there or not. I still wear my dresses. I'm not saying now go on and put on that miniskirt girl knee. But what I am saying is just accept yourself for who you are now, as you are. But don't stay there. The reason why God gives us mercies that are new every morning, that the timeline is set up that you are working day by day, is so that you can manage life day by day. So the goal is just you'll be better than you were the day before. Maybe you did have that Lindt chocolate and Ferrero Rocher, which is my favorites. And at any time, if I'm upset with you, I'll forgive you if you give me just that. But what I'm saying is, if you felt, oh, I cheated myself, then just do better. Get yourself a banana the next day, or dried fruit, or whatever else. And then just continue. But the one thing I don't agree with is like diets. These diets at the beginning. Build a lifestyle. So that's what I've done. I've incrementally changed things. I've changed my eating habits. That I don't now on a Friday after work go out and get a whole bunch of luxuries so that I can sit and watch Netflix the whole night.
And that's all you can do after that.
Yes, and you don't see the impact of that until you see you can't fit into your favorite pants or something like that.
But besides that as well, what a lot of people don't understand is when they say you are what you eat, people say, oh, I need to make a difference because this is the way I look. No, I make the difference now because it's the way I feel. After you eat healthy and you don't have, your body's not digesting the whole day, you feel better. Tell us about how you feel when you eat healthier, Cheryl.
Yeah, for me it's you feel full, you feel energetic. My friend looks at me, she's like, it's the end of the work day, why do you still have energy?
Oh, amen to this.
So it's exactly that. Even when I did so, because I couldn't go to the gym for a while because of my injury, I decided to walk. And I felt better after that walking. I absolutely loved it. So just walk around the block, do something, They show you the videos where you can do exercises using your chair or in the office or whatever else. Start somewhere and start where you are with what you have. Whether you're taking a 2-liter Coke bottle, filling it with water, and then you just start using that as weights. You know, whether it's bricks that you have that you're going to use to anything. You don't necessarily think, hey, I need to go to gym, I don't have money for gym, I don't have money for this.
Small things.
You know, drink water before you have your meal and see how it makes a difference. That kind of thing.
Cheryl, I think we are going to end the podcast on that. I just wanted to say thank you for who you are, and thank you for what you do for me, my brands, my partners, and for everyone that comes across your path. I just want to say thank you. So on the podcast, you're live in front of everyone. Thank you. And you're an inspiration, and we on Omni Wellness Media are very grateful for having you as our second guest. Everyone at home, please like, share, and subscribe. And we hope you were inspired by this. Have a lovely day further. If you like the video and you want to see more, please click on one of the videos above. And if you want to share with us in the comment section below, we'd love to hear from you.